Well, Coach, I have two questions in regard to the PKs.
Yes.
First things first, 3 first-time kick takers in Bianca, Esther, and Stephanie, who all step up and make them.
Yeah.
Can you just
Mick missed.
I did. But Riley
I
hasn't.
wasn't trying to bring that up. I'm just kind of curious to know your thoughts on how they responded in a pressure situation. That's a tight moment.
Yeah, it was incredible. You know, all week long, they've been stepping up, and they wanted the pressure, and they wanted to push this group into the Sweet 16. But, you know, Esther has always been that silent hero for us, and, you know, so proud of her. And obviously Bianca, playing in all the World Cups that she's played in, definitely can handle it. And then our little Barcelonian, Catalonian, Brazilian, who she told me she loves pressure, Coach. I love pressure.
Well, and then as a follow-up to that, all the talk coming into the game was Casey Murphy and her accolades and so on and so forth, but the lady sitting right next to you is the one who steps up with 2 big saves to ultimately move you on.
Yeah.
She flew under the radar a little bit this week, and I mean, it seemed to pay off.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously Riley will tell you we knew Riley is that type of goalkeeper, and she showed everybody exactly what she could do, and so proud of her and just everything she's done thus far.
So that's something you maybe worked on a little bit more this week, PKs, knowing that that kind of team you're going to
Absolutely, we did. We all know in this room, you know, Casey came up with, I guess the post did come up with a save, but then Casey came up with a huge save. So we knew she was capable of what she did tonight, and that PKs were going to be knocking on the door. And, Riley was definitely focused and fierce all week long in net and doing everything she could do to put herself in a position to win the game for us like she did tonight.
Coach, you ever seen a team use a keeper as a penalty kicker?
Yeah, I have.
You have?
Yes, I have. Ironically, I have seen that, and Riley's not so bad herself, but definitely have seen that.
Riley, you obviously see the field from the defensive perspective. Z goes out, and obviously we'll figure out what's going on with that, but Amanda comes in, just her 5th game of the year, and she seemed to play relatively well in left back.
Yeah, she did really well. I was really proud of her. I think when she came in, just getting her under our wing and just saying, like, we got you, communicating with her as much as we can. But we've seen her in practice. She does excellent every day. She works her butt off. So I had every single bit of trust in her, and the team backed her up 100%.
Yeah, she's a junior. She's been doing this thing in all spring, so
She works under the best.
Yeah, she didn't miss a beat.
What are you thinking with 8 minutes left and that ball comes right towards you and you have to kind of jump up to save the season, I guess, there?
Big time.
Just doing what I do best, keeping us in the game.
That shot kind of materialized pretty quickly. Were you in like the position? Is that where you wanted to be when you?
Overall, I'd say it was miscommunication, but we adapted and kept us in the game.
Michaela, do you think there are any lessons learned from that TCU match 2 weeks ago to tonight that maybe helped the team?
Oh, absolutely. I feel like everybody was aware of what happened then, moving on to this time now, and although we didn't want to go to BKs, we kind of adjusted to it at the end of the day. This is moments like these that everybody's just with each other, for each other kind of thing, so I think we did that really well.
Coach mentioned the posts. You hit 2 in a crossbar, and the crossbar was Grace's header, which was a gem. My general question is it hard to kind of keep frustration to a minimum when you guys have looks like that and you just can't seem to buy one?
It's because we love the crossbars.
We play crossbar challenge every day.
It's true, we play the crossbars. No, honestly, we kind of work. That's something we really tried to work on, is not being frustrated under moments like that, kind of rebuilding, regrouping with each other and being like, hey, calm down, let's calm the game down a little bit, let's adjust with each other, keep communicating, and at the end of the day, it'll go in when it needs to go in. So I think we did pretty well with that, just not to get frustrated and let it rely on the game like that. It was really good.
Riley, everyone was kind of going left on their PK shots. Were you guessing right on the final shot, or?
I was just sticking with my decision and going with it, honestly. I try my best to read the player, and I hope my decision's right.
And she did it well.
You haven't had a chance to think about it, but obviously Penn State sits there now waiting Sunday evening. A rematch from September. What are you expecting in this game, Coach?
Yeah, they're just so dynamic, and their movements and their ball movements. Obviously, they were able to finish 2 against a very good Wake Forest. We know we're going to have our hands full on Sunday, and Penn State is definitely going to be a team that is going to want their revenge, and everybody wants to go to the Elite Eight now. So it's going to be a battle, and it's going to be a tough opponent in Penn State.
2 more questions before we let them go.
Coach, you can do all the coaching in the world during a match like that, but when it comes down to PKs, I mean, there's just, maybe it's what you do during the week, or what do you tell them, going in?
I just tell them I love them, and no matter what, I'm proud of them. That's what I told them. I think that no matter what, and I told them, you've been doing this all week long, you know what you're doing, so just do it. So, kids don't need any more pressure than these girls are so competitive, and they're such perfectionists, and they want to win so bad that they most certainly don't need their coach to put any more pressure on them. And, at that moment, I'm just so damn proud of them that they want to step up and win the game for us. I mean, it's so tough because, Rutgers gets 1 shot on goal, 1 shot on goal, no corner kicks. Our team had a great game, and, it's tough to go into those PKs in that scenario. So I'm just so proud of them all.
Riley and Mick, you guys will take on Penn State. Coach kind of already commented about it, but the season's come a long way. It's a quick turnaround, too. So what are you guys kind of expecting from that match on Sunday?
Everybody's going to want to go to the Elite Eight, like she said. It's going to be heads to head. And just who wants it more at the end of the day. I feel like our group has prepared for it since spring, honestly, just for these kind of moments. And at the end of the day, we're just going to go on with what we've been practicing, what we know, what we can do, elaborating on our strengths in the game and going straight at it.
Riley, does it help the moment that you get a familiar face on this stage?
Yeah, but every team's going to come at us differently. They've seen what we've done all year, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to prepare like we would for any other game. So I'm excited for this game.